What was so wrong with the building of the Tower of Babel? We're told that the world was of one language and a common purpose. They shared a dream to build something great that would be an eternal monument and a focal point in case they dispersed. Whatever happened in the years or generations to come, they or their children would be able to say, "We are the people of the tower." They would rally around their icon. They would keep building. Humanity had one role, one goal, to build higher. So where's the problem? The commentaries explain that the people were obsessed with the building. So obsessed that if a man fell and died, they paid no attention. They just built on. But if a brick fell to the ground, then they would mourn. A precious resource had been lost. Woe, they would say. When will another one be hauled in its place? Building up for the sake of building up. They should have built out for the sake of building something of value. They should have built shelters, storerooms, schools. They should have been building the infrastructure of a great society, and through that they might have earned a great name. The bricks should have been used to serve the community. Instead, in Babel, each individual was enslaved to the brickwork. So God confused their language, and he scattered them. Their common identity was lost. Suddenly, they had to work at understanding each other, and they had to work at being understood. Parents will know that there's little more precious than watching a child pick up language, the faltering communication, the struggle to convey a want or an idea, the joy of succeeding, the thrill when we can ask and answer, teach and inspire. Building communication, learning to communicate, is one of the most beautiful ways that we bond. When our languages were confused, we had to start all over and learn to cooperate with each other. We could no longer take each other for granted or see each other as simple drones, as indistinguishable elements, insignificant units of production. In learning to communicate one person with another, one nation with another, we learn much about each other's humanity, and we learn much about ourselves. God's dispersion of peoples and confusion of language was more of a lesson than a punishment. Previously, nobody considered anything other than building the tower. Now, there was wisdom in the world, but it had to be discovered through interaction. Now, humanity had to work at building bridges between people, a bonding process through which we would learn to value each other. Today, we live in a world of unprecedented communication. We can sit at our computers and talk with people all around the world. Our computers can even translate while we type. People talk of Macworld. Certain corporate brands tower above us wherever we live. Homogeneity replacing diversity. It is certainly important that we protect our cultures and can cherish our family and community narratives. They are a part of who we are and what makes us all stand out. So what do we learn from the Tower of Babel? We should not be slaves, building a building in the hope that it gives us an identity. Rather, we should be partners, valuing each other, building bridges with one another, and collaborating to build a community which respects our shared humanity and which respects our individuality. Shabbat Shalom.